Welcome in, folks. Today I've got probably the most anticipated North American map for Farming Simulator 22, which is currently in testing, Stone Valley Farming Simulator 22 Edition. Once again, this map is in testing. This is a preview, a walkthrough, a tour of this map. Nothing more, nothing less. Just be aware, things can change and most likely will before actual release. But today we're going to give you an idea of what you might be getting into when Farming Simulator 22's version of Stone Valley is released. Now, before we get started, like I said, this map is currently in testing, has not been sent to Giants for final testing as of yet. So it's currently in beta testing to be sent soon to Giants to be released in the mod hub. This will be available for all platforms. It's a standard size map, and it is based, well, fairly closely off the Stone Valley map for Farming Simulator 19. But this ain't your daddy's Stone Valley. Things have definitely been changed up. So today I'll do my best to give you a tour of what you can expect with the map. We're not going to talk too much about the differences between the Farming Simulator 19 version and the 22 version that we're working on right now, but I'll give you an idea of what this map has to offer with the different farms, the different lands, and the different sell points and such that are available for you. Once again, standard size map will be available for all platforms soon. No release date on this, and if you ask in the comments, well, what can I do? And before we get started, just a quick thanks to all the new subscribers. Welcome into the channel. If you maybe see your name down below here, make sure you guys go drop a comment down the bottom saying, hey, guess what, Klutch, I saw my name. And you know what, to be featured maybe in a future video with a shout out of your own, make sure you guys hit that big red subscribe button if you're new around here so you don't miss anything either. We got lots of stuff planned with Stone Valley, maybe some more live streams as well. So make sure you click that bell and hit that subscribe button while you're at it. Let's get into this thing. Let's start off by looking at the PDA. So Stone Valley for Farming Simulator 22. This is what you can expect. You're getting your 31 fields. 31 fields in this map. I can't remember what Farming Sim 19 had, but I think it was somewhere around that range as well. Very flat-ish, fairly open fields for the most part, but they're all broken up, as you can see, by various coulees and streams and just field areas that are kind of breaking up these farmlands to give it more of an authentic look. Now, as far as the build goes, the farmlands are somewhat similar and reminiscent, but the actual layout of this map is completely different. Now, dead center of the map, you're going to find we have our base farm. So if you're going to start with new farmer mode, this is where you're going to start. Up to the northeast, you're going to find a cattle farm. You can purchase this cattle farm, as you can see, and that's a whole separate farm. That's the main cattle farm. Down to the far east or west section, we're getting our pig farm. Up to the northeast, we're getting the sheep farm. So in total, you're getting 4 different farms pre-built on this map. Of course, there's plenty of areas where you could build your own farm. Those are the 4 pre-built ones. Now, the northern section of the map, this was at one point the animal or the main dealership, the vehicle dealer in Farming Sim 19. Now this is the animal dealer and some sell points. That's what you're going to find up north. Down south, you're going to find a small town area, kind of reminiscent of Elm Creek is the way I look at it. But you're going to get some small buildings, a small town, and as well the main dealership building is down here as well. So with that being done, let's take a quick look at the main farm. Let's start off at the main base farm, the entry farm. This farm has no animal husbandries built on it, or ready to go on it at least. Well, that's not completely true. There is one. Where is he? Where is he? Ah, there he is. Yeah, that's it. There we go. There's your animal husbandry on the main farm. That's it. No, I digress though. We've got 4 outbuildings, 4 shop style buildings for storage of equipment. You've got a main farmhouse, and you have a silo. And then, of course, well, the pooch house, but are we counting that? I don't know if we're counting that. I guess we're going to count that. Now, the outbuildings, many of which, or most of which, have doors that are all operable, just like so, and most of which can be demolished or removed off of the map. So we can click our demolish button, and you can see we can highlight, well, all these buildings to take them down if we don't want them. So for the most part, your entire main farm can be removed with the exception of, well, 1 or 2 kind of things. That would be the fence line. So your backyard fence line here, this cannot currently be removed. And the same can be said for the fence line that goes around the yard. The front fence line down here, this white picket fence, not really a picket fence, the white fence around the front can't be currently removed, but every single building that's here can be taken down. So if you want to start your own style farm here, you're most welcome to for the most part. Now, currently, as part of new farmer mode, what's included with this particular farm, you're going to get the field directly attached as well as the field that is just beside along with that small house there. So you're getting these two fields that are combined. You can combine them into one if you really wanted to. You can do what you want with these. You got two separate fields, a decent amount of farmland to start things off. So that there is your base, your entry, your starter farm. Let's go take a look at the other three farms. We'll start up to the northeast or northwest section, get them mixed up every single time. We're gonna go take a quick look over at the sheep farm. So moving to the far northwest intersection of the map, you're gonna find a small sheep farm located right in the corner. And then, like I said, it's pretty small buildings. You've got 3 buildings total. You've got 2 outbuildings, 2 shop buildings. One is enclosed, one is open carport pole style buildings. And then you've got a sheep pen with mostly external, but we'll zoom down inside here so you can see along the inside of this building as well. Small sheep pen here with feeding troughs that are kind of built inside a custom building that is very unique to the lands. Now, interestingly enough, with this farm and with the rest of the farms, other than the base farm, parts of this can be deleted. So the sheds on this one can both be deleted. Currently, the pen itself cannot be taken off. Just be aware of that. Not sure if that's going to change or not, and we'll talk more about that later on, but this here is your sheep farm. Let's move straight down the road and head down to our pig farm, which is just a hop, skip, and a jump away. Found down on the far eastern section of the map is our second farm, the pig farm we're going to be looking at here. Once again, somewhat similar. You've got a couple outbuildings, 3 in total this time. You got that one larger building in the back for more combine use. And then, of course, you've got the pigsty, kind of dead center. Once again, very similar as far as deletable buildings. Both the sheds, I believe, can all be taken and removed. However, that pigsty is there permanently. Now, as we head to the northeasterly section of the map, we'll hit our last farm. We just flew over our base farm. This here ahead of us is the cattle farm, arguably the largest farm on the map. It has about the same amount of outbuildings and same amount of structures built, but the farmlands themselves, the actual layout of the farm, is quite a bit larger than the other farms that are out here. Definitely the bigger of the farms that are pre-built. So you can see we've got a couple different outbuildings. We still have the 3 or 4 outbuildings and then a massive cattle area. Yeah, there's a lot on this farm. Also, this farm's got, well, some more custom buildings. This here particular shop has not been seen anywhere else on this farm. And same goes with some of the outbuildings that are kind of, well, behind us as we scroll over our silage pits down to the back. You also get a fully decked out vehicle shop on this one. Let's just drop on in, open that main door on up. And yeah, there you go, a fully decked out and accessorized vehicle shop for repairing your equipment. Now, those exterior shops are all nice and great, but really the main focus of this farm is this cattle area right here. Now, you have the cattle shed, as we're gonna go inside right now. We'll drop on down and go take a look inside. And of course, yeah, cows can come and go inside here as they please. But really, the bigger thing about this is once we leave, outside we have our milk cistern inside a special room, but the cattle all populate themselves out in the field. So 2 things to note here. First of all, your slurry pit, which actually grows and sinks depending on how much slurry is in this pit. So if you have a lot of slurry up to 100,000 liters, you're gonna actually see it inside the pit here. And then your cattle themselves, well, they will be walking down this path all the way to the back out to this massive yard out here, this massive farm field, this pasture where our cattle are going to be kept. So they can go out here, you're going to see them walking around, and then they'll be back over towards the actual barn itself. Now, as for removable buildings, lots of this farm is kind of interesting. This one here has the most difficulties on removing some of the stuff, as there's some custom buildings and custom set pieces on this particular farm. I would recommend, as of right now, unless things change, which very well could happen, that we don't remove any of the buildings on some of the farms. If you're going to remove buildings, go to the base farm. These here farms, I wouldn't remove any of the custom buildings off of any of the livestock style farms. Personally, they don't seem to work out as well for you. You're going to want to have the lands for those anyways. Now, as I stated before, we are still in testing and all of that can possibly change. Just currently know that's what we're looking at, the way things are as of right now. So let's take a look at some of the other features and, I don't know, landmarks of the map itself. We're at the very far northernly section of the map right now, which used to be the vehicle dealer on Farming Simulator 19 Stone Valley. Farming Simulator 22, well, you're gonna get your animal dealer up here. You're gonna get a couple other sell points, as well as a bale sale area up here as well. And fairly intricate, but bale sales are in behind the backside of the livestock seller right there. And then you do have a sell point right beside over here as well. Now, that's all you're gonna get up on the northern section. So let's head down to, well, the small town that is kind of down south. So this town area that I call is down in the southwesterly section, kind of the southwest corner of the map. You're going to get some sell points as we're flying over right here. And ahead of us, you're going to have the flour mill, which is kind of the same one you're going to see from Elm Creek, very standardized stuff. And as well, right behind this flour mill is another sell point for like wood chips and some other goods, some other interesting goods. The main mill behind us, the grain mill that we passed already, that's your main sell point. You're also going to be able to buy some stuff here from lime fertilizer seed. That can be bought in bulk right here as well. Now, as we continue down the road back down towards the east, this here is your vehicle sales area right down in the southwesterly corner. And as we cross the bridge, we're going to head through the main little town area with some other sell points and a fuel station. But really, it's a small town. There's not a whole bunch here, but you do have enough reason to come down here for the sell points and, of course, your fuel station. So that is what you got down in the southwesterly corner. Currently, you will find all base crops only on the map as of right now, as well as 2 productions that are pre-built on. So straight ahead of us, you're going to find we're running towards a spinnery. And then, of course, we have our flour mill. So here we have the spinnery for our wool, of course. And then, of course, we also talked about the mill, the flour mill, as well as our secondary one. So that's it for productions that are currently on the map. There are still a couple of different areas. I know lots of you like building custom farms. There are some areas that seem to be kind of ready to go for some of this stuff. And as well, you're going to find numerous collectibles all around the map. I know that's a fan for pretty much everybody, isn't it? Well, gotta love the collectibles in Farm Sim 22. So there you have it, folks. That is your map tour for Stone Valley, the preview map tour for Stone Valley and for Farming Simulator 22. Once again, I know lots of people say it's a very flat map, but just looking even through this little valley here, you can see there's a lot of different, well, angles to our terrain that have seemed to have been added in by comparison to what it was in Farming Simulator 19. This is a great start. I think we're getting close. Like I said, to release date, we'll find out more. Make sure you stay tuned to the channel. We'll give you more information on release date as it gets nearer. Of course, check out the weekend update. We'll have posts on this pretty much every week when we get more information on how testing is working out and when this gets sent to Giants. And then we'll be a little bit closer to knowing when we'll have the release of Stone Valley. So folks, thanks for joining me. Of course, a shout out to our recurring and new members. Cheers to you guys for keeping this channel afloat. You guys are fantastic. Cheers to you guys. Appreciate you. And you know what? If you want to check out another video on a fantastic map for Farming Simulator 22, maybe go check out our review on Elk Mountain, Wyoming. Probably one of my favorite maps that's currently released for Farming Sim. Go check that video out. Other than that, folks, hope you have a fantastic day. Make sure you drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. This is Klutch. Over and out.